Hey there, it's me, Tom again, and we're on Luke chapter 22 today and looking into Luke. And we're starting to come to the climax, aren't we, in Luke's Gospel? We've seen some of the amazing teachings that Jesus has. We've seen some of these outstanding miracles he's performed. But now things are starting to take a turn. And they're starting to take a turn for the worse. Now I wonder, in your life, when things get difficult, when things get hard, when things take a turn for the worse, when people let you down, when people abandon you, how does it make you feel? How do you feel? You know, it's very easy to feel like no one cares about me. It's very easy to feel like no one loves me. No one understands. You know, it's even easy to feel that God doesn't care, or God doesn't love me, or God doesn't understand. Well, in this chapter, we see the complete opposite. We see Jesus, he does care, he does love you, and he does understand. Because Jesus is let down. He's let down by everyone, isn't he? He's let down by Judas, who betrays him. He's let down by Peter, who disowns him 3 times before the rooster. And you've got to remember, Jesus knew all this was going to happen. He knew Judas was going to betray him. He knew Peter was going to disown him. He knew all his disciples would flee him. And, well, he could have said, well, no, I'm done with this. You guys show no loyalty. Everyone's abandoning me. Why should I have to go through with what I'm going to have to go through? But he doesn't say that, does he? He does say in verse 42, a remarkable prayer though. He says, Father, if you are willing, take this cup from me. He does understand what he's going to have to go through. You know, often we think people don't understand how hard our lives can be at times. And I don't mean to belittle our sufferings and hardship at that point. People go through awful tragedies. But really, we can never understand what Jesus was going to have to go through. We can never understand what it was going to be like for him to die on that cross. Remember, he was fully man as well as fully God. The pain, the agony, and more than that, the weight of the sin of the world placed on him as it crushed him. We can't really understand what it was like for him. But Jesus knew this was going to be awful. And he says, Father, if you're willing, take this cup from me. But he doesn't give up. Because he ends with this remarkable line. He says, yet not my will, but yours be done. You see, Jesus, even though he knew the hardship, the suffering he was going to have to go through, he said, God, I'm willing to trust your bigger plan. Father, our plan is greater than this. And that plan was the great plan of love for the world. The great plan of love for you. The plan to save you from your sins. He died for you. You know, when those doubts come into our minds and we say, God doesn't care, look at Jesus here. With the sweat drops of blood from his face, the anguish as he knows what he's going to go through. But he doesn't give up. He still goes to the cross. Those times when we say, Jesus doesn't love me, think of here. When everyone betrayed him, yet he still held on to the plan. That plan of love for you. Those times when you say, God doesn't understand my situation, my suffering. Think of the suffering Jesus went through here. The suffering we can't really understand. And well, we can be encouraged. Because even if the whole world leaves us, even if we're abandoned by everyone else, God will always care. Jesus will always love us. And he will always understand. So be encouraged.